Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be sublimating an oven mitt. This is an oven mitt from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I will link this in the description below if you're interested. This is going to be a really quick and easy project. Oven mitts are one of those things that you might have in your house for years and years and years. It's one of those things that you just kind of forget about replacing. So I bet you could think of somebody who could use an oven mitt or a replacement oven mitt, or maybe you just need one at home or one for outside with the grill. Whatever the case may be, this is a really practical and fun and easy gift to sublimate. Now I'm going to be using the SG500. This is a sublimation printer with sublimation ink. You must use sublimation ink for a sublimation transfer. I'm going to be using some 8.5 by 14 inch paper, which works in the SG500. That also works in the SG1000, which is my larger, wider format printer. But for the most part, I use the SG500 most of the time if I can. It fits 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, works flawlessly. So my son and my daughter-in-law are crazy about their new puppy, Kai. So you've seen him on this channel before. I am going to put this on the oven mitt and I think they're going to love it. So again, this is really super easy, really quick. Printed this on the SG500, which is a sublimation printer. The template came from Creative Studio, which is the software that comes with any Sawgrass printer. It's free to use, and they have pre-made templates. If you don't have a pre-made template, just measure top to bottom of your oven mitt, and from the thumb to the side, the widest, and then I would add at least a 1/2 inch to both of those measurements, and just print a rectangle, and then you'll be able to line those up. So as always, the first thing we want to do in any sublimation project is lint roll, or if it's a hard substrate, then I usually use alcohol and clean it off. But you want to make sure that there is nothing on there that could interfere with your sublimation project. So I am just going to lint roll it really well. If you have lint or dog hair or anything like that, it can cause little blue streaks into your project. Also, that ink is going on top of the lint instead of on top of the project. So when you remove it, it could have a blank spot in it. So in order to apply my transfer, I have a couple of options. It's going to go, the white side is the sublimation side. So it's going to go face down on the print. Now I could tape this into place, but what I like to do more often than not is use some temporary adhesive spray. There's lots of different temporary adhesive sprays. I prefer this one, and I'll link it in the description below if you're interested. But you want to spray your print, not the substrate. If you spray the substrate, what can happen is you'll get some of that adhesive maybe around where the print's not going to hit, and then that will turn yellow with the heat. So I'm going to spray this really lightly. Sorry, Kai. And I am going to line the oven mitt up right on top. So let me lay this down right in front of me, and I'm just going to place it. The thing I love about Creative Studio is the fact that it does print these templates. So it makes lining things up really easy. But look, just like that, this is perfectly placed. If I just hold the oven mitt, you can see it's stuck down. And I was able to line that up so that I can see that I have ink around the edges. So that means I'm going to have side to side, edge to edge coloring. Now I have preheated my heat press to 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I pre-checked the pressure to make sure that this is going to easily close with the oven mitt. This is kind of thick, so you want to make sure that you double check that, make sure that it can close with the oven mitt. One thing about sublimation is you don't want to over pressurize your heat presses. It needs a nice firm press, but you don't want to smash it. That can cause some ghosting. It can cause that ink turns into a gas and it kind of squishes it out. It just, you want a nice pressure, but you don't want it super, super tight. So I am going to put this on the press with the paper side up. The oven mitt is down. Again, the print is against that white side of the oven mitt. We're going to put that on the press. I have a piece of paper here just to protect my press from any ink that could possibly bleed through. We're going to put that down. I'm going to put another piece of butcher paper on top. And again, that's just to protect any kind of bleed through or anything. We're going to give this a press, 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Super easy. Again, don't over pressurize those heat presses. Now, I like this 505 spray. There's lots of different ones. I'll link a couple of them in the description below the video if you're interested. But this just makes it really easy. You can, if you have the heat transfer tape on hand and you don't have the spray, absolutely, just use the tape. That's fine. I just find that this holds a little bit better. It makes things a little bit flatter. And sometimes it's a little bit easier to tape something that's thick, or rather to spray something that's thick like this rather than tape it. So we've got about 19 seconds. I will link all of my equipment in the description below the video. You might notice something new back here that's coming in a new video soon. Can't wait to share that with you. But the sawgrass, my heat presses, this one is the 9x12 heat press, and the oven mitt just fits on there. So I wanted to use my 15x15 just to make sure I had enough room. So let's see how our oven mitt turned out. I'm super excited. All right, as always, you want to check this butcher paper. If it doesn't have any signs of ink or you can't see the image whatsoever on the paper, you can reuse it. But if you see any trace of the image whatsoever, don't reuse it. All right, so we are ready to go. Let's reveal our image. So this is what it looks like after it transferred. So you can see all that ink got picked up. It's what we want to see, and it's so stinking cute. Here's our finished oven mitt. How cute is this? They're going to love it. So this side is the silver heat resistant fabric, and this is our print. So super, super cute. Now you can go all the way to the edge like I did, or there is a white rim here. So that's up to you. I left the tail out and the white edge, but that's totally up to you how you want to do it. But I think this turned out so cute. Another quick and easy project. Again, everything's linked in the description below. They are affiliate links. If you use those links, it helps support this channel, and I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to click that bell so that you're notified every time there's a new video. Till next time, never stop making. See ya. Bye-bye.